If you're thinking about moving this year, you might want to hear this first. Not every state offers the same quality of life. Some struggle with rising crime, limited healthcare, expensive childcare, weaker worker protections, or other challenges that affect everyday life. CNBC recently analyzed these factors as part of its 2026 Top States for Business rankings, giving quality of life more importance than ever before. The result is a list of the 10 states that face the biggest obstacles for residents. Arkansas starts our list at number 10. Despite being recognized as one of the nation's most improved states overall, CNBC found that nearly 19% of Arkansas households struggle with food insecurity, placing the state last in that category. The report also points to one of the nation's higher violent crime rates and weaker anti-discrimination protections as key concerns. Coming in at number 9 is Oklahoma. The state receives positive marks for childcare and air quality, but CNBC says it falls short in worker protections and reproductive rights. The report also notes that Oklahoma has one of the country's strictest abortion laws and relatively weak labor protections, factors it says influence overall quality of life. At number 8 is Alabama. One of CNBC's biggest concerns is healthcare. Alabama ranks last in mental health providers per capita, while many residents report depression. The report also cites limited worker protections and fewer legal protections against discrimination compared with many other states. Missouri takes the 7th spot. According to CNBC, Missouri remains among the nation's most violent states, recording hundreds of violent offenses per 100,000 residents. The report also highlights a high rate of firearm deaths, although state leaders have recently approved legislation intended to improve public safety. Next is Utah. Many people know Utah for its incredible scenery, but CNBC says the state struggles in other areas. The report points to shortages of primary care providers, concerns about ozone pollution, limited child care availability, and a minimum wage that covers only a small share of the estimated cost of living for a family of 4. Halfway through the countdown, we arrive in Georgia. CNBC says Georgia ranks lower because of limited legal protections for LGBTQ+ residents and relatively weak worker protections. The report also identifies healthcare and inclusiveness as significant challenges affecting the state's overall quality of life score. Louisiana comes in at number 4. The report cites one of the nation's highest violent crime rates, a high rate of firearm deaths, and restrictive reproductive rights policies. CNBC also discusses concerns about inclusiveness and notes that these issues contribute to Louisiana's lower quality of life ranking. Breaking into the top 3 is Indiana. According to CNBC, childcare is one of Indiana's biggest challenges. The report says the state has relatively few licensed childcare facilities for its population, and available care can be expensive for working families. Healthcare and air quality also affected the state's score. Texas ranks as the 2nd worst state to live in this year's CNBC list. Although Texas continues attracting businesses and new residents, CNBC points to major healthcare concerns. The state has the nation's highest percentage of people without health insurance and ranks last in primary care physicians per capita. The report also notes that many adults delayed medical care because of cost. And according to CNBC, the worst state to live in America in 2026 is Tennessee. The report says Tennessee struggles with several quality of life measures, including violent crime, worker protections, and healthcare. CNBC also points to state policies affecting LGBTQ+ residents and notes that Tennessee recorded one of the nation's highest violent crime rates and one of the highest rates of drug-related deaths. These combined factors gave Tennessee the lowest quality of life score in the ranking. It's important to remember that no state can be summed up by a single ranking. Millions of Americans enjoy living in each of these states, and every one of them has unique strengths, beautiful communities, and opportunities. CNBC's list focuses specifically on quality of life measures such as healthcare, crime, childcare, air quality, worker protections, inclusiveness, and related factors used in its 2026 methodology. Now, we'd like to hear from you. Do you agree with CNBC's rankings, or do you think another state should be on this list? Leave your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next ranking. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.